Metagross, here we go. I immediately had a couple ideas, so we're gonna explore all of them. I thought it would be really fun to make like a really tiny Metagross, and so we're gonna do that one first, and then we might make one slightly bigger, and then bigger after that too. So first things first, tiny Metagross. We're gonna do a 6 for the bottom, a 4 on top of that, right here, a 6, a 4, probably going to put a single on top of him, just to finish that out and cover the gap. Sometimes I like covering the gap, sometimes I leave it. And then we're going to take some 2 links here, and we're literally just going to put a 2 link on. All right, let's grab a couple more, see if I can get some that match up. Those match, and that one doesn't match. These are fun. That one matches. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then essentially just stacking these on each corner. Again, these will get welded on, so they will be a little bit more accurate. But yeah, just making an itty bitty Metagross. It'd be so cute and tiny. I love it. And then probably might put a 4 on the bottom too, since he does have a little bit of stuff on the bottom. So here we go. Put those there here. There's our 4. So all in all, baby Metagross, itty bitty Metagross is going to be a 4, a 6, another 4, and then 4 singles on all sides. And that's going to be our itty bitty baby Metagross. And he's adorable, and I love him. Personally, I love the concept. I don't know if everyone else does. Feel free to let me know what you think about doing the itty bitty versions of some of these. I can definitely do some more of those. I think that they'd be kind of cute and fun to do. I know it seems like it wouldn't be that much of a difference, but actually just stepping it up to an 8 link, you can already see how it would be. The body is, the main portion of it would be pretty significantly bigger than, that one's got some, than the 6 link here. So you can see that those are pretty decently sized different. So for the next size up Metagross, we're going to do that 6 on the bottom. We're going to put the 8 in the middle. We're going to put another 6 on top. Yeah, so we got one more 6 here, and then a 4 to finish it off. So basically it's the same design as the itty bitty one. It's just now it has an 8 link in the middle, which gives it a little bit more body. And for the legs, so we can actually, instead of it just being single, we can actually make it, we can kind of give him those, like his extra extension here. And it does get a little bit girthier down at the bottom. So how do we want to do that? Let's see. So if we did this with a 4, could do, no, I don't think I want to do that. Well, that's actually not, no, I don't think that's what I want to do. I don't think that quite would look right. No. Yeah, I like the idea of having the 3 be the one that comes off of this over here. So let me grab a couple more 3s here. Let's see if I can grab 3s that look the same, because it's harder to tell on this like live stream since I've got a smaller camera, but it's a lot easier to tell. Okay, there's one more. Let's see. The only downside of having random chains is that, well, they're random and they're not all going to be the same. Okay, cool. So now we have an idea. There's some front legs, and then we've got some back legs. It looks more like a bug or a crab right now. And the main question, so that body isn't going to change a whole lot more. The main thing is going to be how to make the legs, those legs, thicker. Also, now we can try to figure out how to add an X. And off the top of my head, I'm thinking that overlapping 2 of these, or 4 of them, I guess. Let me grab. Okay, I'm gonna break up 2 more here. Oop. I'm gonna break up a couple. Now we know that it's gonna be flat links there. That's what's important here. So yeah, so now we'll have this sort of X that'll go on the front there. You know, maybe we do them side to side, something like this. But one way or another, this is sort of the idea for that X that will be on the front of the head. So now we have our X. There we go. Again, now we have these 3 legs here. And I think one thing I could probably do is just to add like a couple singles out here. It's not the prettiest option, but maybe if I like put them at an angle. Let's see, how can I do this? Because he does have like the 3 toes. But that part's flat, which is hard. And this is why I wanted to do a 3rd version too, which is, again, I might do. So again, okay, maybe I'll do, oh, this is hard to hold these up. If I did like 2 of these standing against this one, that's actually not too shabby. It's a little hard to see on camera because I'm holding them up, but it would be, I guess, laying down wise, you would have those 2, and then this would be going that way. So right now, I think that's going to be the running design, unless I can think of something else, which off the top of my head right now, no, that's a 5, that's not going to work. Do a 4, so again, it does kind of like extend out into that 4 base, so maybe, you know, instead I could have this going, that could be kind of cool. I think it's a little too big though, and this is my idea of doing that for like the 1-up design, so maybe I still will do the 1-up design. Okay. I'll have to think a little bit more how I want to do those. Could I do, let's see if I'm trying doing this on screen, sorry. I could probably, oh, there we go. That could work. Yeah, if I take the singles here and break them out a little bit, let's see. Like if I break them out a little bit, so you can see that's, you know, it can come out longer, fold over, then I can create a little bit more of a square base. And I think that would work pretty well. So we'll stand that one up. Let's see, stand that one up there, stand that one up here, and then this can kind of go in between them. Yeah, there we go. I think I like that. Cool. All right, so now I know. Let me grab some more singles out. So we got those. So right now, that is what this is going to be our current design for Metagross. I think I have all the necessary details. Yep. So this body, again, this is going to be, I'll unstack it. We'll have a 6 on the bottom, an 8 on top, another 6 on top of that, a 4 on top of that. The legs are all going to be 3 links, and then there'll be these little singles that I'll break apart to use to make the base of the feet a little bit bigger. And then I will be using some flat links for the X across his face. Okay. The final. Oh crap. Well, I don't have a 10 link to do the final iteration that I was planning on doing for. Oh, I can use a 6 and a 4. Perfect. I know how to do math, guys. I'm great at math. Now we can get a little bit more detailed. So again, I think I'm going to keep the 6 on the bottom. Because he doesn't have a huge bottom, really. And then we will use this 6 and 4. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Oh, the leg fell off. Cool. Cool. So now we're going to have this. Yeah, here we go. Now we're getting a little more detailed here. I don't think is Metagross like perfectly circular? I think he's pretty circular. All right, let's see. We'll shape him up a little bit here. Cool. And is he gonna sit? He will. Okay, he's gonna fall onto that. So maybe that base one will have to be an 8 just so that it can still sit. But in the future, in the final design, I can situate it in a way that will actually, I don't know. Maybe the 6 will look good there. Who knows? And then a 4 in the middle, just so that it's not, doesn't look empty. If that's ends up being the final design. So then we got this 10 that will go here, make him a good bit wider. We'll have another 8 that goes on top here. All right, and get that situated. And then we'll have the 6 that goes on top of that one. And I think I might. So this is actually a little difficult here because I think that as far as his actual dimensions, I don't think I want to go any taller than this. So I'll have to find a good way of like the 4 does not look good there. So instead of doing that 6, I might end up finding a way to get that 4 in there or something instead. Or I'll have to do the 6 up here. And then just, put a 2 or put some flat links over it or something along those lines. I'm not really sure right now off the top of my head how I'll do it. But I do think that dimensionally it looks better. I don't even know if I want the 6 up there. No, I think the 6 is probably fine. Okay. As for the X, honestly, I think that the X that I did on the first one will actually still fit for this second one here. Might just be able to add like a second link in the middle of them that will, connect them or something like that that would extend it a little bit. I might end up adding one more in the middle, or just leaving it depending on, what it looks like once I actually start welding it. Again, it's kind of hard to in the design side to hold everything up there and match it up. So, some of that actually does come into play when I start putting things together. Okay. Yeah. So we still got our X here. And honestly, it does still look like it fits pretty well. The worst comes to worst. I'll break one more chain up. So I can do it now. That one down a little bit instead of bringing this one up. So if we add the extra piece in, those go just a little bit farther out, a little bit further out, a little bit further out. And then we have that to, cross them. So we'll see how it goes. It's a possibility to do it this way. Not the most sold on it, but we'll see. Now that he's a little bit bigger, though, I think that it does come into play using these 4 links for each of the feet instead. I think that he's just big enough where it does work now. So we're going to put a 4, grab 2 more, do another 4, and one last 4 there. So those will end up being the 4 legs. And as for doing I still think that the 3 honestly works pretty well for like leading into it, and then possibly just lining up a 2 along with it too. So possibly doing something like this where I put both of them together, and doing that, or even maybe adding 1 more onto the other side too. I think that works really well actually. And then for so there's that option. Let me just see. 4s, I don't think. Yeah, so actually I do think that's kind of what I'm leaning towards now, is almost just like taking that one plus some 2 links on either side of it. Like this. Yeah. And that would end up being like the new leg there. So cool. Yeah, I actually really like that design now that I've laid it out. Now once I actually start welding it, we'll see if that changes, but so we'll have that one there. So we'll put the feet out a little bit here. We'll grab 2 more of these 2 links. Put one here. Put one here. And then I guess we can put that like kind of at the end there. Here we go. Yeah, so now we know that's going to go down to here. That's going to go down there. Throw these out here. Grab another 2 of these. Oop, that one just kind of came apart there. That's not supposed to happen. It's missing a spacer. I don't know how that happened. Just throw one in there. See if that works. Yep. All right. Out here. Out here. Just a sort of scaling practice that can be fun. There's one, and there's another one right there. Okay. Perfect. And I'm actually going to, just for now, I'm going to put a flat on top and another flat on top. Yeah, okay. And then there's our X. So that is now the design for the larger Metagross. And for the toes, since he does have those little spiky toes, I'll end up using like just the ends of these, and I'll end up I say that kind of got out of focus. Yeah, so I'll cut these in half, and I will be putting these on the bottom of this square piece here. So I'll cut them in half and then weld them onto the bottom, and then that is what will make up the different little toes. So now I've got our itty bitty baby Metagross, our medium Metagross, and our big Metagross.